matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Sooners offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, Kirk, we were here at the State Fairgrounds last time these teams met. Oklahoma actually jumped on top. After that, a complete burnt orange beatdown. They won it by 31.
Yeah, if I remember right, you're right. It was competitive early, and then Texas 21 points in the second quarter alone. Oklahoma had a very difficult time responding from that Saturday. We'll see if this year it can be a little bit different. Can the Sooners get their offense going against this very athletic Texas defense?
Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
7th play of the opening drive. They moved it, but now face a third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. The Longhorns offense gets their first crack now. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
Well, he better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year.
Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there and grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's in the clear. They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Longhorns will line up to boot it away. First part of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get first downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Back to throw. It's Mateer. And it's caught across the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
A pass
pass rush gets home.
How about that? The defense does their job on third down and long. They get after that quarterback, and now it's fourth and forever. Coverage did its part. Let's not forget about that. Buying the pass rush enough time to get after the quarterback.
The Sooners will line up to punt it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On first down, it's play action. Makes a quick grab.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the third and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Back to throw. It's Manning. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Well, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. A pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Third down coming up after that running play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that third down catch. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Longhorns will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a first down. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. The Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Sategna. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Mateer. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Boy, I really like the route here, the receiver. In the quick game, it's all about timing. Quarterback this time puts the ball behind him, making it tough for the receiver to get back to make the catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Offense goes backwards on this drive. He's on to punt it away now. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down, we're going to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
A completion makes it second and short. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback keeps the football. Slides to avoid the big hit. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping him out of the end zone, but he gets enough for the first down.
Longhorn starting a new series here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Their returner from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First play of the second half is a handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back. It's Manning. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And Kirk, all these players are aware, if you can make your mark, if you can make a special moment, this kind of rivalry game, that's just remembered forever.
Chris, that's so true. I mean, I played in an Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, and unfortunately, Desmond Howard had his moment where he returned the punt. We're still talking about the pose. So it's a huge opportunity for these players, but I also think the players that press, the players that try to make plays, that try to have that moment, I think that can backfire. I think you have to let the game come to you, control those emotions, and find out if you can just go out there and eventually have that moment, but let it come to you.
Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught! He's wide open, look out! They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid game.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Powering through. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. And here's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, how about this defense. Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, on a slant route, you'd like to see some big yards after the catch. But the defense has such tight coverage, there's just nowhere to go. That's a win for the defense, even though they gave up a completion.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Finds his man. It's Burks. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. The receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
2nd down play coming up. Grab behind the line, it's Burks. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the 1st down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Throwing off play action. Stays on his... Oh, no, trap him back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less.
Well, with over 3 minutes to go in this game, Chris, down by a couple scores, you have to go for this. Thought the offense had a great shot. Now they're going to rely on their defense to try to get a quick stop or get a turnover and somehow get that football back.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Pounding away with the run game. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
That is the absolute worst thing to do right now in this situation. Working with the lead, you stop the clock and you lose yardage. That's not a recipe for success late in the game. You've got to be able to find a way to keep the ball in bounds while keeping it on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Catch made on the right side. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
By another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And the Burnt Orange beginning to pull away from their rivals, Kirk, here in Dallas.
Yeah, Chris, Texas has got done a really good job on both sides of the football. Put themselves in a position now, as you said, to pull away and put this game away.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Quick throw to the left. Finds room at the 30. And it's good for a first down, the 36.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
It's 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The sure hands. It's Burks. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Grab behind the line. It's Spot. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, look at a throw for it. Lets it go quickly. The pass ball's incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the same runner's got it again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Breaks into the clear. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.